Hello and a major welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. First of all, disclaimer, you might hear some noise in the background, but understand that the message is very important, especially if you want to get your crush to like you. Number one, so we're going to talk about zodiac signs and how to get them to like you based off of the stars. That being said, if you're new here, you should definitely subscribe to my channel. And to my returning subscribers, guys, thank you so much for supporting a bad girl. That being said, check out my Etsy shop if you want any tarot readings. I do love spells, I do spiritual spells. I also have spiritual books and guidance for you to get more knowledge. Now let's go in and start. Capricorn. This is Capricorn, which is December 22nd to January 19th. The first sign that we're going to talk about is Capricorn, and the reason being is because why is Capricorn always last in every single zodiac video? If it's on TikTok, we barely, nobody fucks with us. You know what I'm saying? We're always last. So we're going to be first. Number one, I will say it is based off of loyalty. We care about loyalty. Also, stability is great. I was gonna say money first, but you know what? If that Capricorn is more masculine, then I guess you having money is not that important, but it would be like you have your own shit. You're very ambitious, okay? You're also emotionally very stable and a safe place. Capricorns seek that sort of safe place. They love class. They also love when someone has some sort of intelligence within them. Okay, you can't just be walking around dumb AF. They need to connect with you emotionally. You guys need to have something to build. Also, you cannot be you can't be flaky. You have to be dependable. You have to they have to be able to depend on you. If they have to call you, they need to be there. January 20th to February 19th, I believe. This is Aquarius. Number one, it's all about you being unique. Their unique best friend, okay? The number one, don't even try to trap them in a relationship. You should not be trying to trap them in a relationship. They need their freedom. So if they see you as a person that is very free, a person that is outgoing, a person who also let's say you care about animal rights, which you should, but you care about something that is progressive, something that is life-changing. Maybe you're a vegan because you care about animals, you care about children's rights. You are a person who cares about politics because you want to make sure that the world is a better place. Someone who has something going for themselves when it comes to making the world a better place, making themselves a better place. Oh my gosh, I need some water. Am I the only person that was really shocked that Aquarius was not a water sign basically when I was learning the zodiacs? So with them, they're an annoying sign. You can't show all of your cards immediately. You have to be mysterious. Give them things to work for, because the more mysterious you are, they could be able to figure you out slowly. And with Aquariuses, they tend to be bored quick. So if you don't give them everything, they're not going to be that bored. Another thing would be talking about big ideas, futuristic stuff, and dressing uniquely, dressing a certain type of way that isn't necessarily a trend. Not everyone's. Something needs to be unique about you. That's what they need. Something needs to be unique about you. Be your authentic self. Be your true authentic self, and value your own space and freedom, because then it makes them feel as if you're not over here pushing onto them, and they feel safe with you guys. 19th to March 20th. This is the Pisces. Oh, I love Pisces, gang. Number one, money. Now I'm playing, but they need to really look at you as a romantic. Ask them what their favorite romance books are, or what their favorite romance TV shows or even movies could be, because then you could embody that sort of being. Okay, they really are into their own world, even if they're men. I've met a lot of Pisces men who look like fish. They have beautiful blue eyes a lot of times, even if they were black. I'm sure they have different color eyes, but a lot of them have beautiful piercing eyes. Another thing is, they're really in tune with their spirituality, even if they're men, and they don't really necessarily speak about it. They can still be really in tune with their intuition. Another thing is you have to be gentle with them. You have to be like kind with them, nurturing with them, and be there for them, especially when, you know, they're going through their own emotional ups and downs, because they are water signs. So because of that, like they could be like one way one second and another way another, because like the ocean is like that. Sometimes the ocean is calm, but then after that you go inside and it's like shh. So you have to be a flexible being. You have to be very flexible. Also very creative. They crave creativity, whether it's through music, whether it's through poetry or painting. It could even be fashion. A lot of men, they're into that sort of fashion, especially if you live in New York. So you have to be a person that also likes creativity. Going to art festivals would be great. Going to museums would be amazing. Going to even comedy shows, because that's people expressing their sort of creativity, you know, making up their own jokes. So that is something that they really do enjoy. Now, this is my favorite sign to date. Like, honestly, March 21st to April 19th, this is the Aries. I love me some Aries, okay? Now, Aries men or women, they are very strong. Okay, they do not play. You got to make sure that you show them that you are loyal. Don't be up and down, because the moment that you are, like, they're literally going to cut you off if they feel like you're fake. Because you know what, with Aries, they're extremely confident in themselves. They're so bold that they don't need anyone. They don't need anyone. So I feel like if you're going to date an Aries, number one, you also have to be very attractive. I've only seen one time that an Aries person was unattractive, and I was really shocked. I was actually really shocked, because I was like, what the heck? That being said, that Aries person probably had an attractive personality, and I wasn't like trying to get to know them, because they were pretty much married. So they were married with somebody who was like taking really, really good care of them. With Aries, you have to be very confident and not let their personality like overshadow you. You have to be a very bold, in tune person with yourself. That being said, if you're physically attractive, that will be a bonus. Like, they need you to be beautiful. They need you to be hot. They need you to have a beautiful body or find you attractive. They need you to work out. Trust me, every single time, like, it's not even a bad thing. You know, sometimes it's just for the best. They want you to work out. They want you to take care of yourself, because they really care about that. It's like a game. Aries is cat and mouse. You basically have to be the person that is to be chased by them, because that's what they like. That's what they like. If you are the one chasing them, they would run away. Trust me, I've been there, done that like 1,000 times. You got to take your energy away from them. And that's why I said you got to be the confident one. You got to be the one that's so sexy. You know that you're so sexy that they are like, oh my gosh, I need to get to know you. Like, they're the ones who's like chasing you. That's what they like. You know, don't be chasing them. Don't give them your energy, because that's what they like. Now we're gonna go with Taurus. Now I've dealt with like being around Taurus men and seeing how they date. Number one, you have to be a nurturing woman or man. You have to be very nurturing when it shows, when it's to other people, like how kind you are. Are you a kind person? Are you giving? You know, another thing is you have to look classy. You have to enjoy luxury. You have to enjoy pleasures of life, okay? You have to enjoy going out to nice restaurants, you know, tasting delicious drinks. Another thing would be is wearing, you know, nurturing, comfortable clothes, giving them security. You have to give them security. They're kind of, I don't want to say insecure. The ones that I've been around, they're very kind of insecure. So it's like you kind of always have to reassure them that they're doing great. Like, you kind of have to be a mom in a sense. Also, the number one thing I would say is you should not be rushing them. Like, take your time when it comes to dating them. You have to take your time when it comes to dating them, because they do not like to be rushed. You have to be a slow lover. Don't go into it. Don't go straight into it. And this is for April 20th to May 20th. Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. Number one, Geminis, don't go into it with like forever, because they get bored easily. So if you're a person that likes to switch it up, maybe you're also a Gemini, you like to switch it up often, that would be great, because they get bored easily. They get bored extremely easily. They're not going to stay. You have to be hilarious. You have to be funny. Show your humorous side. Another thing is you have to definitely be spontaneous in the way you do things. Do not let them know who you are. Do not show them your whole entire cards, because if you do, they're gonna get bored easily and then they're gonna leave. Also, they love to talk. They love to talk. They never stop talking. So I feel like a way that you can show that you care about them is to let them talk. Also, being intelligent is very important. I've definitely met some Geminis that are really stupid, but if you knew something about what they like, which could be sports, or it could, basically sports, whatever it is that they are crazy obsessed with, you should know about, so that you guys could talk a little bit more as well. With Cancers, they really do care about traditional types of relationships. So when it comes to family, that's very, very, very important. Another thing would possibly be like, you have to be a nurturer. You have to protect their feelings. Okay, if you're not here protecting their feelings and caring for them, it's like, ooh, what do I need you for? Deuces. Another thing would be to take them out on beautiful romantic dates. They really do care about stuff like that as well. And the relationship, even if it's like a friendship, it can definitely not be super superficial. It has to be deep. They want that deep bond, and if they feel like they can't have it with you, it's gonna be like adios, goodbye, adios. And this is for June 21st to July 22nd. Also within this relationship, it's all about like deep emotional healing as well. Like, that's what they crave. So how are you gonna heal their childhood? Is it to heal their mommy issues, their daddy issues, abandonment issues? Like, how are you gonna protect them? Now, Leo's the lion. So it's all about, honestly, just boosting their ego. Constantly, number one, let's talk about what you have to do. You have to be very confident. You have to be generous with complimenting them. Okay, but not to the point where you're just ass kissing. Another thing is you have to not take things so serious. Like, you can never fully be mad at a Leo, really, because a lot of times they are hilarious. I don't necessarily like Leos, but I can't be mad fully at a Leo because they're funny. And it's like, when you're dealing with them, you have to have some sort of like childlike bond. Another thing is they get offended easily, so you got to watch what you're saying. Like, don't be disrespecting them, because they're gonna take it too hard. Also, they're extremely dramatic. Sometimes you also have to kind of, I don't want to say dim your light, but this would be perfect for someone who's not really obsessed with being in the spotlight, because with Leos, they have to be the star of the relationship. They have to be the everything with the relationship, and if they're not, they're gonna have a problem. So another thing is they want someone to match them energetically. So you should be full of passion. You should be full of happiness, because a lot of times Leos just need someone to connect when it comes to making a fulfilling life for themselves. So that's what's most important. Another thing is they are July 23rd to August 22. August 23rd to September 22. This is the beautiful Virgo. Number one, you have to be clean. You have to be well groomed. Like, don't be dirty, don't be a slob. Another thing is they prefer people who are very stable. You have to make sure that you have something going for yourself, whether it's through business, whether it's going through education and school. You have to be able to solve any problems or issues that are going on between their lives. You have to be competent. What they prefer mostly is some sort of like power couple as well. And basically, you need to be a boss. You need to be a boss. That's what they like. They like bosses because they're themselves. They are a boss. They are a boss. Look at Beyonce. Look at Jay-Z. Like, she likes herself a boss. Someone who is a hustler. Okay, that's basically what they're attracted to. That's what you gotta embody. Next is Libra, September 23 to October 22. Basically, I feel like beautiful. You have to be very attractive. You have to have some sort of style. You need to be in the fashion industry, or like the fashion industry. I feel like you also need to be very graceful and really take care of yourself. Okay, beauty is very important. When it comes to how your life is, they love the aesthetics. You can't be like confrontational all the time, always wanting to fight, because they don't like that. They want someone who is stable, someone who doesn't like negativity, someone who is, you know, all about the positives in life, all about making their life more pleasurable. They love pleasure. They also love social gatherings, you know, taking them to art spaces or even museums and cafes. That's something that they love. Also, you have to be like more fancy. Okay, they crave that fanciness, they crave that elegance from someone who embodies that sort of, you know, royalty status, even if they're not royalty, of course. We also have Scorpio. The first thing that I would say is control. They love to control people. They love to feel like they have the control of everything. Another thing would definitely be 100% loyalty. If they know that you're not a loyal person, if they know that you won't have their back like they have yours, they will go. They also need someone who is the opposite, you know, not super dramatic, someone who really got it together, someone who they can rely on when things are just not working. I also feel like they love mystery. They love mystery. You know, you can't be easy. You have to play hard to get a little sometimes, because they just love uncovering the layers within someone. They're like kind of freaky like that, you know. Another thing would probably be, this has to be something deep. You can't be superficial. If you're superficial, it's just not gonna work. They need someone who's really in tune, someone who they could build an emotional bond with, like something strong, you know. What is it called? A covalent bond with someone. They're also very open-minded when it comes to relationships. It's unconventional, kind of like in a sense of Aquarius. So you have to be into trying new things when it comes to you two together. Now, last but not least, Sag. I feel like I'm perfect for this. So it's November 22nd to December 21st. I would say freedom. You can't be boring. You can't be boring. You have to be able to explore. You have to also have some sort of humor. Don't take life so seriously. Also be intelligent, because yes, they're fun. They're free, but you also have to be smart. If you're stupid, it's not gonna work. And you have to be into being spontaneous, being able to, let's say, leave the country right now, not play, but you know, stuff like that. Like, oh, let's go to the bar right now, let's go to a mountain right now. Also, if you're too clingy, if you're too up their butts, they're not gonna mess with you. They're gonna be like, girl, I think I gotta go. Most importantly, like I said in the beginning, do not try to trap them. If you try to trap them, they're gonna leave. They might marry you, but they'll still end up leaving, because it's just too much. They need that freedom. They're explorers, and it would be best if you are into exploring as well, whether it's through spirituality, whether it's through actually the physical, exploring the world, expanding. That's exactly what they like. And you can't be so serious, because like I said, like, that's how they express themselves. Being happy, joking around, and stuff like that. That's how they express their love for life. So if you're a person that's so rigid, they're just gonna be they're gonna be like, I gotta go. I got to go. And okay, that's basically it for the zodiacs. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys again.